Obamacare will offer an online insurance marketplace starting next week.
But before it does, our Target 8 investigators checked out the site and found a problem if you're trying to get some help in person here in West Michigan.
Target 8's Danny Carlson uncovered the glitch, and she's here with what you need to know about this.
Yeah, not terribly surprising to a lot of people that there are some glitches that are going to be just a part of this whole process. And we found one. It could affect a lot of us here in West Michigan if you want to get some one-on-one help from a real person.
You'll find the information clear and easy to understand.
It's so easy, a cartoon can do it. No assistance required.
You can compare prices.
But is it as easy for those of us who live in the real world? We went online to check it out for ourselves. To find help in your area, all you have to do is enter your zip code. We chose 49503 right here in Grand Rapids. It's supposed to connect you with the people who can help you through the process.
We'll be able to actually guide consumers through the process of making an application if they require that assistance.
According to healthcare.gov, the closest in-person help to the state's second largest city, where nearly 200,000 people live, is nearly an hour away at the Baldwin Family Health Centers in the small town of Grant, population less than 900.
When I said I wanted help in Grand Rapids for filling out the application, it said that you guys were actually the closest place I could get help.
Yep. There will be glitches.
I mean, when you heard that, I mean, what's your initial reaction to hearing that?
You know, I guess I'm not terribly surprised. I think that there's a registration process. It is startup. Wherever you're talking about in America, we're trying to start up this program. And so surely there will be glitches in the system.
And Target 8 definitely found some website glitches that sent people to the wrong address on North Street when it's really on Maple Street. Now, once you find the place, they do have 2 trained application counselors.
We can point to maybe resources, websites, you know, resources for answering frequently asked questions. We can help people to understand what it is they need to bring into the process and to just kind of bring what seems like a large assignment down to a sizable, you know, usable portion.
The counselors at Baldwin Family Health Centers say they cover the 4 counties of Lake Newaygo, Missaukee, and Wexford, but they're not set up to handle any more than that, especially not a city the size of Grand Rapids. And they don't need to. Target 8 found that right in the city of Grand Rapids is the Heart of the City Health Center, run by Cherry Street Health Services.
Over the phone, we can say some things, but we want them to come in so we can help them sort through how they can navigate this and to help them get enrolled to see what they're eligible for.
They've been preparing for this for months, and they're actually a regional navigator, a place with more resources to help out more people in West Michigan. And they're in Grand Rapids, and in the same zip code we initially entered. We laid out the address glitches to Cherry Street reps.
And it actually said the city's name was Gant, not Grant.
All right.
It's because when we entered in for local help near me in Grand Rapids, it only popped up as the closest place we could get help would be in the Baldwin Family Health Centers, and it didn't say Cherry Street.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, that's got to get corrected.
Target 8 got a federal government rep on the phone today. We were told that it's not really an error on the site since the website, phone number, and email address are correct. It's just the physical address that's wrong. Also, we were told the government plans to keep updating the site through September 30th with additional places you can get help. September 30th is Monday.
Do you have any concern that people might not realize that there are resources available closer?
Yeah, that is concerning, and we're going to have to address it. So it's helpful that when people are experiencing problems, they feel free to call the 800 number and say, hey, did you know? So that we can be responsive to make sure that we and other points are available for them.
Now, even though the insurance marketplace itself doesn't open online until Tuesday, there are some things that you should get together before you start looking on the exchange. Things like your W-2, policy numbers if you already have insurance, and make sure you know your Social Security number.
Of course.
That and patience on both sides of this for those administrators and for someone trying to navigate that.
Yeah, and
there are going to be issues.
Absolutely. I mean, and a good rule of thumb that we kind of figured out through this process is, you know, if you have some questions, before you get in the car and make a long drive, make a phone call first.
Right.
Call your local healthcare provider. They might even know a place closer to you where you can get some help.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Thanks, Danny.
It's going to be complicated. Danny, thank you.